welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be my tanning routine, and I'm going to show you my tips and tricks on how I get the best sunless tan at home. So today I'm going to be using the Bondi Sands Australian Tan Self-Tanning Foam in Dark. I do have two different style mitts, but I find they're pretty much the same. This one's like a little softer, but I find the application is the same. So I have these two mitts. I'm gonna just show you how I pump it on and then put it on my body. I do have some tricks that I will let you guys know, how I do my hands, my face, all that. And then also, I just want to let you guys know what I did yesterday. I shaved and I exfoliated so that my skin was prepped and ready to go. Then last night before bed, I just put a moisturizer on my face, and then I added some moisturizer to my knees and my elbows where it's like the most dry, and that's where the tan's gonna soak up the most. So we don't want that. I haven't put anything on today. I just have mascara on my face. But other than that, my skin is perfectly clean. I haven't worked out, I haven't put deodorant on, none of that stuff. So now we're gonna get into the tanning part. So make sure your skin is super clean and ready to go. So let's get into it and start the process. I'm gonna use this mitt here and show you kind of how I start applying the fake tan. I do have a natural tan here, so it's not gonna go away, which I'm fine with. So I just take my mitt, shake this, get that much. Then I'm gonna start here. I just go in circular motions and try to evenly disperse it. And I start in the middle of my arm, go all the way around, on the back side, and on the inner. So I've done all that. Now I have like hardly any left. I slowly drag it down towards my hands so that it blends, but it's not gonna be too dark by my hands. Okay, so I've done my stomach and my arms now. Okay, now I'm gonna do my legs, but legs aren't really that hard. So what I do is with this, I like to go in circular motions like this, and then make sure that here and here is blended out completely so there's no harsh lines, and you just keep going like this in circular motions. And around in the inside, and then a little bit over the knee. So now I'm just gonna do the bottom of my leg. Go like this, and then I just go like that. Okay, so as you saw, I got a little on my bathing suit, which is no big deal because I chose a bathing suit that is a little bit older and that I don't wear as often. And I'm just gonna take a little bit more and put some more on my chest because I feel like the rest of my body tans naturally better than my chest. So it's already a little darker, so I want it to be a little more even. So just going in again. My chest. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what I do with my neck, and I don't do much. I already did some when I was doing my chest the first time, but I just take a little bit. I'm gonna get up to close to here to my face, so. And I get my ear as well. Behind, at the back of your neck. And just keep going around by your face. Over your ear. Okay, we're going to do my face now, and what I do is I take a brush that is just like a soft synthetic brush, and I'm going to put a pump of the self-tanner on my pad. Then I take my brush and I just swirl it around. Make sure it's not too saturated, but I want to obviously get on the brush. And then I'm just gonna go in and go all around my face. And this just applies it nicer than if you were doing it with the mitt. A little bit more of it, like an even distribution. And I find that like your face will never 100% tan evenly with this stuff. Like I always have spots on my face that are still a little bit drier than others or anything like that. So that's not gonna change, and it's gonna cling on to that a little bit more. Overall, this gives you a nice tan, so you can kind of match to your foundation. Or use like a tinted moisturizer, it gives you that base. And your face isn't gonna look this dark when you wash it off either. And make sure there's no streaks, because it's the last thing we want. And make sure you always get your ears. Okay guys, I look nuts. And now for my hands, I do the same thing with the brush. So again, I'm gonna shake it, put a little bit. I'm just gonna take this on here, and you're just going to paint over it like this. And then I go like down the fingers a little bit, not too much, just so that it gets the hand, and then I'll do it by the wrist, just gently, like there's barely anything on it, doesn't even feel that wet. But so it's not like your hand is one color and your body's the other. Like you don't want to have a white hand, but you also don't want it to be orange. And makes it pretty obvious that it is a fake tan. So just like that. And same thing on the other hand. Make sure you're always using a mitt as well, because you don't want your hands to get dirty. Like your hands will turn a different color. You're not going to be able to get it all off if you do it with your hands. That would be bad. So I always make sure I use the mitt, and again I always do these tricks here, like painting my hands with the brush and my face so that it kind of blends it a little nicer. And I've had this bottle for a while now. It lasts a long time, especially like I don't fake tan that often, only when I feel like looking a little pale and the weather hasn't been on my side. And make sure you got your armpits and all of that. So you can just wait until you are like dry completely to rinse out your brushes and all that, because I don't want to get my hands wet right now. You want to stay completely dry. So it says you can leave it on for 1 hour and you'll get a little tan, or you can leave it on for 6, which I'm going to do that. I usually do this before I go to bed, but I just got white sheets and I'm not trying to ruin them, so I decided to do it during the day. But there should be no problems. I'm just gonna put on some baggy clothes and relax, do some editing. But yeah, that's how I do my fake tan. And then throughout the week, I'm going to moisturize the spots that are the driest. So I'm gonna moisturize my knees, my elbows, and kind of all over your skin. When you get out of the shower, you wanna pat dry, you don't wanna rub. And same thing with your face. Your face will be the first thing to fade because you're using facial cleansers and all that. But I do like to just kind of apply it to give me a little bit of a base anyways, and it doesn't seem to clog my pores much. Obviously everyone's different, so just be cautious of that. I know there's a lot of people who don't like to put fake tan on their face, but that is how I fake tan my body. It's nothing crazy, it's pretty simple. For your back, if you aren't able to reach all the spots that I could, I would recommend asking someone to help you. It doesn't take long, it's pretty easy. Just make sure from body part to body part, you blend a little bit over. So when I did my arm, I blended up to here, and then when I did my chest, I blended here. So overall, it's gonna be like a gradient look. This part isn't gonna be darker than the rest. You want to have like the least amount when you're going up there and when you're going in transition. So I put in the center the most, and then on the edges it would be the least, and that's the same for every body part. And you just want to try to make sure you get all the streaks, and that's why I work in certain body parts so it doesn't dry, because it does dry very quickly. I don't really feel sticky or anything like that, but I obviously know I have fake tan on, so I'm going to put on some baggy clothes and relax. You don't want to sweat, get wet, all that stuff. So yeah, that is how I fake tan though. If you want to see more videos of my routines or anything like that, then leave it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Hope you have an amazing day, week, or year. I love you, and remember to always be nice to people. Bye!